Alright, it looks like we are live. So we're going to work on building out maybe this UI here. So it's the Panera bread sandwich company. They make food sandwiches, I think mainly. And then I was just over here using Diffusion B, so it's free to use to build out some AI art, and we're going to use Xcode and SwiftUI to build it out. So that salad didn't turn out good, but I got a sandwich and I got, salad and sandwiches. So already, save image, name it whatever you want. Already did that. So we can go ahead and quit Diffusion B. Oh, well, I guess what I'm just going to show here is, this is kind of what I was using as a prompt. Probably needs work, but something like that. We're going to go ahead and quit now. Now we can focus on Xcode here and just create a new project. We're going to make it iOS. We're going to go next, and we're just going to call it Panera. Yep, that's good. And then we're just going to go documents. Or did I hit? Don't hit. Save it wherever you like. I didn't want to do documents. I delete these projects after live streams, so it's not like I'm keeping them for anything. Anywho, what do we got? We got our default view we get, and we want to get this built out. So navigation stack would be the first thing. We'll just come here to this V stack and go nav stack. All right, that looks good. Here, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this and just create a list. And inside of our list, we'll do something. I'm not going to add padding here. And let's see, we go list, navigation stack. We want to go dot nav. It's got buttons. Go navigation, title, and go display mode, dot inline, and we're going to go dot nav title. And here, this says good afternoon, so I'm guessing it says good morning, good night, whatever. So obviously this is not the way I'd go about doing this, but error YouTube is not receiving enough. Yeah, it says it's streaming. I don't know. Oh, well, let's see if it streams. Anywho, this is just going to say good afternoon. It's typing it up there in line, which is what we want. And we're going to say John, exclamation mark. There we go. So that looks pretty good. We also want a button here, which I guess is going to do a side menu. And we want a button here, which is going to, I have no clue what that's going to do. Imagine it's a button though. So we're going to go dot toolbar, I believe it is. Toolbar content populates the toolbar or navigation bar with views you provide. That sounds like what we want. So I'll just hit enter. And we are going to toolbar item. Let's go button open. We'll go AC for action label. Hit enter. That'll do something. And for this, we're going to go ahead and go image, open parentheses, system image, and it's a list. Let's see if that's a thing. Command S, Option Command P. Don't see anything showing up. This option click on this. So display text, toolbar, toolbar item group, copy, and we will go, I'll click here and I'll go VS to like embed it in a VStack. And then we'll just change the VStack to toolbar item group, all Command A, Control I, just to get things indented properly. And then, still nothing. So we're gonna go Option click, scroll down, we got toolbar, slider, it's got sliders, it's got toggle. Seems to work pretty good. Navigation titles after that. Text editor, it's on our list. Maybe take these, cut and paste. Well, that's not working, is it? Option click here. Command X, I'll go text. Oh, there's the question mark. Okay. Oh, that's probably why it's not working then. It's probably not the right image. So Command Shift L, we'll go to SF symbols over here, we'll go list. Something like this. Yep, there we go. Now, let's see. Does this have configuration options? Placement. Creates a toolbar item group with a specified placement and content. So, yeah, I want to do placement, I think. We're going to go dot, bottom, automatic bottom, destructive keyboard. Maybe I don't. Navigation bar leading. Yep, that's what I want. Tab over to the content and get rid of that because I already did that. Again, I'll go Command A, Control I, Command S, and B to build. And then we'll just go ahead and grab this toolbar item here, copy it, enter a few times, paste. We'll go from navigation bar leading to navigation bar trailing. And now we have Option Command P. 2. But we want some like badge, I guess. So Command Shift L, and we're gonna go award, badge, ribbon. Yeah. Oops. Command Shift L. So many SF symbols, and I'm not 100% sure. All the names. Absolute. No. SF symbols. Hopefully while I'm, oh, there it is. No, that's bookmark. That's not what I want. Mark. Bookmark. I don't know. We'll just do that. Looks a little different. And I put it in the wrong area because our cursor got moved. So we'll just Command X that and paste it in like so. And now we've got a bookmark and a list. This one's green. This one's gray. So we'll just go dot foreground color dot gray, and then we'll just do dot foreground color dot green, and then we get bright green, but I guess works. Maybe we'll go mint. Oops, mint. Yeah. Option Command P. I don't know, it's fine. More like a foresty green would be nice there, but we could, let's see, no, it's fine. Go with that. There are multiple green options. Yeah, we'll go with mint, it's fine. Anywho, all right, so we got our top bar built out. Now we need this score-free thing, meal thing. Now, honestly, the toolbars here, like this could be built out in its own view because they're not doing much here, but we'll just leave them there for now. So our list is going to have the first element in our list is going to be this text open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and we will go score a free $10 bonus card. A little asterisk at the end there. Alright, that looks pretty good, except that it's not centered and it's in this, the list style's wrong, basically. So we're going to go ahead and go dot list style dot plain. So that looks a little better. We do have a line underneath it, which is not what we want. So we'll go here and go dot list separator, section separator, dot hidden. Gets rid of it for us. Still not centered properly, so we'll fix that by going dot frame. And we're going to go max. I don't know if it's max or min width. And then we're going to go dot infinity. Yep, that's not the right one. All right. Max. And then we'll go Command S, Command B, Option Command P. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully they're okay. I've been really intermittent with the channel, but hopefully we'll get more consistent. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer. So yeah, but thanks for the message. All right. List section separator. So now we also want to give it a dot. It's foreground color. Foreground color, we're just gonna say is white, I guess. Dot white, and then dot background is gonna be dot black, gray. And that's looking okay. I want to give some padding. So we want to do that before the So that looks pretty good there. We do want to grab this frame though and apply it to the actual after the color got applied. We're still getting this indentation here, there, and this is going all the way across. So to fix that, we will need to go dot row insets, applies an inset, row separator sub, yeah, go, I think we can just go dot init, and then here we're gonna go top 0, leading 0, bottom 0, just all zeros. Yep, and there we go. Now we got this nice banner that goes all the way across. And I feel like it could be a darker gray. Is there a dark gray? Do secondary too. And then have the label be labeled. That would make it probably better for like, let's go dot secondary. Secondary gives us kind of a gray, and then we'll give the foreground color, color, open parentheses, dot label. Dot label. No. Maybe I should go dot label now. No, that's fine. Anyway, we'll Command S, Command B. Still dark though. Oh, we can go foreground color dot primary. Dot foreground color dot primary. Which is going to be that dark, and that secondary is going to be that. I don't think it stands out as well, so we'll go ahead and undo a few times. And just set it to be white. And then secondary here is probably fine. Command S, Option Command P. Let that update. Looks fine. This is bold and it's underlined, so let's go and go dot font weight dot bold. I think should be good. Looks pretty good. And then let's go dot font weight width design. I'm trying to think if I ever did an underline. That's dot underline. Applies an underline to the text. Look at that. Don't think I've ever used that before, but that's pretty cool. All right, so I think we're looking at pretty good. We can scroll up and down, and our list is kind of a little more custom. What is this? Hello, hope you're doing good. Thank you. I'm doing fine, I think. Hope all of you are doing good. Sorry for the inconsistencies on the channel and stuff. Hopefully the audio is okay. I'm trying to get audio working. I am hoping to sit down and actually make my weather kit video. I just wanted to actually record and edit it and get it uploaded soon. Just been, I'd say, a mix of busy and or just maybe distracted, but audio is good. Thanks. Yay, so audio is good. And if, I don't know when everyone joined, if you ever have any questions like, oh, why'd you fold up Collapse's code? If you want me to show code or do anything, just let me know. But yeah, here's our preview. And here's what we're trying to build out. And I think we're down to this header view here. And this, I guess, would be like a banner view. So you could pull this out, this whole text view with all of the modifiers we added, make it a banner view, and have it just accept, a string as a view. If you want to see that, I can do that too. When you started, why you choose mobile instead of web, and what do you think of? So, originally when I originally got into programming, I wanted to do iOS specifically. But back then it was Objective-C. I wasn't enjoying Objective-C a ton, trying to learn it on my own. And everyone was like, oh, mobile is dead, you should do web development. So I did actually go into web development for a tiny bit, but I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't, of course I was new back then, so the pay was nothing amazing. But I did web for a little bit, like basic HTML, CSS, some JavaScript, and jQuery. But yeah, didn't enjoy it, and yeah, it was just all around not awesome. Then I got into mobile because I enjoyed it, and Swift was becoming more popular at that point. So I was like, sweet, I love Swift. I'll jump into that. And I started building out mobile apps for clients, and that was super fun. And I've spent the last 5 years doing remote contract work for various clients. And with all the layoffs right now, I'm actually in the middle of switching so I'm not currently on a contract, and I'm looking to get my next contract. And I've been applying for the past few weeks, and I've got some interview stuff going, and it seems like there's still a lot of demand for iOS developers, but there's also a ton of applicants. So, you see a job posted in the first hour or two, there's like 200 or so people that have applied to it. And I've gotten a little bit talking to a couple people, but yeah, I think even with all the layoffs, there's still a lot of companies hiring, and a lot of companies have mobile apps now. So, I mean, grocery stores and bookstores and big tech companies and all that. So I think there's still a demand for mobile. There's probably a lot of demand for web, but I haven't looked since like 2017. So I couldn't speak too much to web development demand right now, but yeah, there's a lot of, I think with all the layoffs, there's a lot of people looking for jobs and a lot of talented people out there. So companies definitely have a lot to pick from right now. The interview process I've been going through that's been making the most progress is more focused on SwiftUI. And again, this is all coming from someone. I live in the US, so I don't know how it is in other countries, what frameworks they choose over others, but I think SwiftUI is getting a lot of adoption, and if you've got some experience in that, I think it can help. Oh, shoot. I just noticed that we spelled after new. Didn't put the in there. But anyway, I think there's a lot of demand for SwiftUI and UIKit, so really pick a framework you enjoy working with, I would say, and work with that. But that's what I would do. I would call this like ad banner maybe, or just banner. I don't know. Figure we should start cutting views out as we go. But hopefully that was a helpful reply. And again, that's just from my experience. So we're going to extract this to a subview, and we'll call it, I think banner view probably makes sense. Banner view, something like that. And I was going to complain we don't have a banner view, but let's see. What are you waiting the most from WWDC? I would like to see some better calendar views for SwiftUI, because, view twice. Because they do have some cool stuff for UIKit, and I think it'd be nice to bring that over to SwiftUI. I would really love to see something like UI collection views. I forget what they call it now, but you can in UI collection views, you can build out really nice horizontal scrolling views that have proper snapping and a lot of stuff like that. And I would really, really love to see that for SwiftUI. Because right now you have to use like Geometry Reader or something and noodle around with things, which I don't like doing because it's just not as nice as Apple's, I guess. But that's what I would love to see. Otherwise, just general improvements. I'm not too picky. I enjoy their presentations. Press in and create a new file. But I don't know, is there something in your workflow that you're like, this would be great if Apple could just make this for me and just clean things up to have better. I think I made the whole banner view. I get excited about the events in general. I'm like, yay, but that's good. So I think this view is pretty good now. If we go like that, and then we go dot preview layout, and then dot size that fits. Then we can see really just what the view is. And then what I want to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to just cut it out, and we're going to go text. And then I'm going to make right here a constant because it won't change. And we're going to call it text, and it's going to be of type string. And the preview is going to complain now because we are missing an argument. So we're going to fix that, and we're just going to paste in what we copied or cut, and Command Option P. It's still not going to work because in content view, we're going to be missing an argument. So fix that. Oops, cursor apparently was in the wrong place. Paste that right there. Command S, Command B, and then Option Command P. And there we go. We have a nice banner view. We kind of cleaned up our content view. And now we have this view, which can be, it's a pretty simple view, but it's a lot nicer than, creating this every time. So, and all it takes, it's simple. We're not going to do anything to the data we're getting. Maybe one thing we could do here is we'll go dot uppercase. Or no, it's not all uppercase. Yeah, we could do other things to it, but just tell them to pass in the right string. Anyway, you could modify this more, but there's a reusable banner for you. Let's go back here and work on a header. So that one is a banner. We'll make a header, and then we'll start getting onto the cards. Yeah. It's really nice right now. I got my window open. I can hear all the birds, and there's little squirrels squeaking, probably because they want food, but it's nice. We're going to say, so on this one, I'm just going to say what's new. Oops, did I spell that right? What's new at Panera. And this is all capitalized, so we'll make a kind of a reusable view, a header view here, and we'll say, well, this header view always has everything uppercase, so we'll fix that. And you can see it's got a line, separator, so I want to take care of that. It's already aligned properly, so I think we're fine there. We're going to just go dot separator, list row separator, dot hidden. Gets rid of our line. We want to set it to be dot, go font, maybe title. Oops. Dot title. I'll say title 2. Make it a little smaller. And then we're going to go dot font weight dot, oops, font weight. I'm going to do my weather bold, black, heavy. We go bold. Maybe that was too much. Oops. Yeah, it seems about right. Maybe even semi-bold. I don't know. Go semi-bold. Yeah, it's probably okay once we capitalize it. Anywho, we're going to extract this as a subview too, but what I want to get more into, like, what do all of you want to see from the channel? I was going to mess around with Combine more and networking, and probably get into maybe some version control will probably be handy. And I'm going to make my hopefully weather video hopefully this weekend, and then post it on Monday. It'll be like a properly edited video, but live streams are easier right now. So yeah, I don't know. And then here we're going to do kind of the same thing. We're just going to create a constant, go let text, and then it's going to be of type string. not NS string. Nice, version control, okay. Yeah, and then I'll work on that weather app. I was actually thinking about how to integrate it into something, version control with, just like Xcode, like, Git for, set up either GitHub or GitLab or something, and then push your, like, you clone projects or push your own projects up, kind of version control like that. So that's pretty common. Because I think I put a poll out a month or so ago. I don't remember now. But that's not how I was supposed to do this. Text of type string. Yeah. I don't know. Like, is my audience more interested in getting like jobs or building apps for themselves? I think version control is helpful for both, because especially if you're building an app long term, kind of what you're doing. But eventually it'd be nice to do that, like have different, be able to make modifications and go back and do that kind of stuff. Squirrels are really getting mad at me now. They're squeaking a bunch. All right. So here it's still not uppercase, but I'm just going to modify it on line 54. We're just going to go dot uppercased. And there we go. It's still maybe a bit big. Title 2. Is there a title 3? There is. I don't know. Again, play around with it. If you were working for a team, I guess they would be like, oh, we want to use, well, they might. Depends on who you work for. They might give you more details. They might not. Then we're going to just create a new file here. And enter. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but the squirrels are really angry. Getting quite squeaky. Header view. Paste that here. It's going to complain it's missing an argument. Pop that in there. And then I'll go find our string that we put in. What's new? Copy. Header view. Command S, Command B. And then Option Command P. Do you use a laptop keyboard and mouse? What's your setup? So my setup right now is I've got the first generation M1 MacBook Air in front of me. And then I just use the touchpad, trackpad, and the keyboard it has. And then I have external, just cheap, like $200 LG 30-inch monitor. I don't know. It's nothing special. A little monitor plugged in with a little adapter from HDMI to USB-C. And then I have a whole adapter for my mic, because it's USB as well, to USB-C. And then that takes up my 2 ports, so I can't actually power my, where's my, I don't know if it's delayed, but anyway, there's my power cord for my laptop, but can't have it charged while I'm doing these streams. So eventually I'd like, I think, a Mac Studio and then get a proper full-size keyboard, and then I'd get like a proper, like a big trackpad. I haven't used a mouse in so long. I don't think I'd want to, but who knows. But yeah, it's just a laptop plugged into a external display. So yeah, I like this little MacBook Air. It's really nice, but I do wish I had a few more ports. So probably go with a MacBook Pro or a Mac Studio, because I don't go anywhere really. So I was like, oh, maybe I should just get a desktop, but that's a little ways off. I don't need a new computer anytime soon. Let's see. So we got our first 2 views. Now we can start building out a card view. Let's grab our burger picture. We'll go to assets. I'm just gonna close these ones out and go to desktop. I think's where I saved that. We're just gonna grab this and grab this. There's a little AI generated burger or chicken sandwich. Content view. I have an M1 as well. I have a USB-C hub. Oh, nice little hub. That's probably a smart idea. Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good setup. Nice. Yeah, I think eventually, maybe long term, if I started going places, I'd get like probably just the newer MacBook Airs. I like the body, like the design of them. Except I don't think they have as many ports. Maybe I get a 14-inch MacBook Pro. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. And then at home, it'd be nice to have like some nice Mac monitors and like a Mac Studio, but that's a ways away. So here we're just gonna create a VStack? I think I'm just gonna go with a Z-stack actually, and then we're gonna go alignment, and the alignment's gonna go dot bottom, and then our content is gonna be image, and that image we put in there, I think I called it 01. There we go, we got a burger now. Dot resizable. Yeah. So you're a hobby iOS, I'm guessing iOS developer because you're watching an iOS channel, but a hobby developer in general. Aspect ratio dot fit. There we go. I'm also gonna add a corner radius to here, so dot corner radius 12. And then we got the little border there, so I want to get rid of that as well. Dot not border, separator. Dot hidden. Alright, that goes away. So now our list is looking pretty good. Kinda. I made it Z-stack with a bottom alignment because I'm gonna add this title stuff. Yeah, I'm glad it looked good. I don't know if you were here in the beginning, I used Diffusion B to generate a sandwich for me. I was like, oh, come on, make a sandwich. I don't know about its food results sometimes, but it's better than, I guess, looking around online for stuff. VStack. And our VStack alignment is going to be leading. Dot leading. Leading. Squirrels. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, again, just my experience. Like up until more recently, I did work on a large project, biggest thing I've ever worked on. But prior to that was a lot more smaller projects, and that I was all so the last 3 years or something like that, since like late 2019, since almost when it came out, I've been using. In 2019, it was a mix of SwiftUI and UIKit, but really since 2020, I've been all SwiftUI for my client work, and it's been working out pretty well. And right now, when I'm looking around for interviews and stuff, a lot of companies, it seems like, do want SwiftUI, and obviously they want some familiarity with UIKit, but I think a lot of companies are switching and you don't have to know that much. My last job, they had UIKit and they were taking their app and transitioning it to SwiftUI, and I barely had to touch UIKit code a couple times in in the year and a half almost I was doing that. So I think it's UI Kit's not. It's not getting used. It's still used a lot, but it's swiftly getting replaced, even at large companies. In the way I've seen things going, but that's just me, or what I've seen. But yeah. How do you like these live streams? Like, I know I'm like coding along, but then I'm also like talking a bunch. I guess I talk a bunch of the whole tutorials on all of them, but this one it's, a lot of talking back and forth and stuff. But anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you all think of this style. Pretty much freelancing, I guess, because until 2021 or late 2020, late 2020, I think is when I got my first like contract work through like a tech agency, which I've not had the best experience with tech agencies. One was Insight Global and one was Tech Systems, and they're both garbage in my opinion, but hopefully they don't watch 41 minutes into the live stream and hear that and like, no, but yeah, but before that it was just me finding clients myself and a lot more work, but maybe something I should look into more, because I think the work was generally more enjoyable, and I didn't have to deal with like some tech agency person that's I haven't found to be amazing experience yet, but that's just me. I'm sure other people have better stories, hopefully. But yeah. We're also going to add a font dot title. Bam. Big, tasty, bold. I'm going to go dot font. I should make a video. Maybe I'll wait till I get my next contract lined up, but would it be interesting to make a video like how I've gotten jobs over the years? Something like that. I have not used Upwork. I've set up a profile there before, but then I never really put much time into it, so I haven't used it yet. So maybe I've been thinking maybe I should look into that, but I don't know. I gotta look into that too. Oh, this is font. I want foreground. Foreground. So some of the ways I've done it in the past is my very first job I got back in 2018. I got through Indeed, and that was pretty lucky, I think, the way I got that one. I haven't had as much luck I don't think I've gotten anything from Indeed since then. So just the one job back in 2018. My second job I used to live in Boise, Idaho, and there wasn't any tech. Well, I think there was maybe some .NET or some other stuff. There wasn't really any mobile tech there. So I started like a little startup on meetup.com and had that going for a few months. And one night someone came, and they were like asking questions. And I was apparently I sounded like, the most knowledgeable person there on mobile. And so then the next day, how'd they reach out to me? Was it email? I don't know. Maybe my email stuff's on Meetup. I don't remember. They reached out and they said, hey, you want to work on a client? Or you want to work on some stuff? I'm like, yeah, I like getting paid to build things. So that worked out. Let's see. And then after that, I went back to my first client because he was building a second 2.0 version. Because he had to do some back-end stuff first, and that was fun. And then after that, I guess I had enough experience by that point that Insight Global reached out, and I dealt with them. So, yeah, it's been interesting. I'm trying to remember what I was doing here. Dot. And the modifier we're going to add here is going to be background. Spacing. Hopefully it doesn't get too noisy. There's people coming out. We're going to go dot thin material like that. It's really white. Let's go comment out that. That looks better. Make it more dynamic in color. Or, yeah. And then we're going to go dot padding. Kind of give it some padding. And then we're also going to go dot frame. Yeah, after I get my next contract lined up, I think I'll make a video. I'll try to make some notes on over the years what I've done and make a video on that. So we're gonna go max width dot infinity dot infinity. All right. Option Command P. What did I do wrong? There we go. Boom. Yeah. That's looking at like it's what I want. So, why is our alignment not leading? Because that's not what I want. Maybe go, I don't think this will work because it would be adding it to alignment. Dot leading. Nope, that worked. So now can I take the alignment out of here? Yep, that works. All right. Probably 'cause my frame modifier messed with it, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. It didn't do it before, but I'll get rid of that. So that's looking pretty good. I think it's too thick, so I think I want to change the material here to ultra thin. That looks better to me. Awesome. And then, let's see the background. Can I just go dot opacity and go 0.5? I can, that looks nice. Oh, but that's adding it to the text. I don't like that. That's what I was worried about. So, is there one thinner than ultra thin? Dot thin and ultra thin. I wish go there. That's fine. Anywho, hopefully that looks okay. Now let's add. I'm just gonna copy this because. So copy that, and then in our VStack, go text, open parenthesis, paste that in there. That is messing with things, so we should go Control Option click and add our alignment properly back to that. That works better. Might also adjust the spacing. This is awfully close. This is spaced out a bit more, so let's go to our VStack, and this is just Control Option click, and I go to spacing and go, I'll say 8 maybe. It could be more. Maybe it's 12. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Again, adjust it as you want, and it just adds the. I'm gonna go Command 0. I don't think we need to see all that right now. The code's getting squashed. Control I, or Control A to select all. Control I. I like to keep my code nice and neat. We'll break this out into its own view as well, and it'll take a couple of parameters. One of which, we're going to have a button here, so it's probably going to take a button as an argument. I don't know where I was going with that, but anywho, let's see. Yeah, I think the last one is the button. So, I'm going to go click off there. Our burger's kind of getting covered here. It's not going to help. It's just going to get. It's fine. This is why you probably get, people that obviously you'd have custom images provided to you that would be a better match. I'm just making stuff up, but anywho. Oh yeah, we need a button. So we're gonna go button, open parenthesis AC to get action label. I just hit enter. Again, we'll do something here. And here, we want it to say text, open parenthesis. We're gonna go start and order like so. And we're gonna go dot font weight, and we're gonna go semi-bold. I think it looks pretty good. And then we're gonna go dot, dot, thinking. Oh, underline. All right. One of the things we're going to adjust here is we also are going to add dot foreground color dot white. I think that looks a little better. And then it should even look good, even if we do go dark mode. Yep, still looks good. Image is getting covered up a lot, so might have to adjust things for the image. Again, we're up to 69 lines, but if we go and take all of this out, which is 23 lines, we'll go 69 minus 23, we'll be down to 46, which is more suitable, or what I would prefer. This is the big, I guess we call this row or card row view, whatever. And we're gonna go command click, we're gonna go extract sub view, and we're gonna call this card row view. Now we just gotta actually give it that name, copy, scroll down, card row view. And we're going to modify this a little bit more because we're going to go command 0 again. Going to go, make this thing fit. And then we're going to go new SwiftUI view, card row view, go back to content view, cut this whole thing out, command X. All right, 52 lines, that's pretty good. I guess I don't really count the preview code much, but it doesn't take up much unless you're doing something crazy custom, I suppose. Card view, I'm gonna go here, go paste, command S, command B. And we don't want everyone to be big, tasty, bold, and we don't want it all to be signature chicken sandwiches. And we do want to be able to have some sort of action here, some sort of ability to perform an action when they tap on the button. So we will need to do a few things. We're going to have a constant for heading maybe, or header. Go header text, and it's going to be of type string. And we're going to make another constant that's going to be body text, excuse me, and it's going to be of type string. And we're going to create another constant here called action, or we call it button action, I suppose. Button action. And this is going to be of type returns void. Void. There we go. So a return type of a function that does not explicitly specify a return type, because I don't think we need to return anything here. And then we can go Command S, Command B, and I'm not going to go Option Command P because we're going to get a missing argument in our content view. We'll fix that. And here we're going to pass in, take this and go Command X, and then we're going to pass in header text. And then our content view, just going to go paste. And then for our body, we're just going to take this, Command X, and we're going to go body, text, and paste that in there. And for our closure here, we're just going to go enter. Oops. Now our dog's being a pain in the butt, isn't it? I think I can actually go just close this off, go like that. Can I? Perform an action. We'll find out momentarily. Command S, Command B. The problem isn't here anymore, so do some button action. Right there. And then the problem we're having now is we gotta put all this to our card row view preview. Like so, Command S, Command B. Consecutive statements online must be separated by Command S, Command B, and build succeed. So Command Shift J just to get our thing back up there. And then we should have a pretty good view, or a pretty good view built out. And here we also want to add, instead of a comment, we're just going to go button action. That's not even spelled wrong. Button action. Like that. Command S, Command B. Function is unused. We'll have to fix that. So now it should be able to perform an action when we tap on that. So Command Shift J. I'm sorry, the animals are being really squeaky. So it'd be nice to actually show that we're doing something here. Command Option P, Command S. Now we want to actually go Command 0. Give us a little more room here. When we press that button, you don't see anything actually happening. But what if we did, just for demo purposes, we're going to go at state private var. We'll go change is text changed. Just making this up for fun. And we're going to say false. We're going to assign it false. Scroll through. And then we're going to go banner here. We're going to go, what's new? We're going to go big tasty. We're going to make this one because it's noticeably something we'll see right there. So I'll just Command X that. We're going to go is text changed question mark. We're going to do tasty. Oops, tasty question mark. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then here inside of our closure, where our button action is going to happen, we can just go is text change dot toggle, and we could have it do other things too. But so Command S, Command B, Command Option P, and now we can go tasty, non-tasty. Our button does something. So I just wanted to show you. I don't know how many, if that's super useful to you, but that little view there that we built out with our custom button now can be passed in an action by just setting up that. So hopefully that's helpful. Anywho, I think that's a pretty good start. Obviously, this list only has one of these, but you could build it out and do more craziness with it and get a better image. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, stay tasty. But anywho, bye.